Welcome to Tutorials Point. In this video, we are going to start a very new technology using which you can create your web application which will be much faster. And here we are going to cover AngularJS. Yes, as the name says, it is AngularJS means something related to JavaScript. AngularJS nowadays has been evolved as a technology using which you can create the client-side web application of any web using JavaScript. Means that will get the overall features of JavaScript, means your pages will not get refreshed in any operation you will perform. That simply means that our website are going to be efficient enough to give you a faster output. So in this video we are going to cover the introduction, but in later videos we are going to cover some wonderful topics using which you will be good to work with the AngularJS to form a website. So let's see what all we are going to cover here. We'll start with the introduction of AngularJS. Along with that, we will cover some features which will give us a sufficient knowledge to work with AngularJS. And finally, we'll see a sample application which has been created using AngularJS and it is running live on World Wide Web. But before getting started, let's see what all prerequisites we should have. You should be familiar with HTML and CSS so that you would be good enough to create your own HTML web pages. Once you are done with that, you can implement AngularJS in the same HTML pages. And to write the AngularJS code, you should also have the sufficient knowledge of JavaScript. As I already said that AngularJS is a JavaScript technology, so whenever you would be planning to write a AngularJS code, you should be using JavaScript only. So it will be helpful for you if you have the knowledge of JavaScript. Now, once you are done with these three things, you are good to start with the AngularJS. So let's find out what all we are going to cover there. Generally, web development technology is a very common way to create a distributed application. A distributed application where you deploy your application in one machine and it can be accessed from the remote clients as well. So web application has always been the cheapest way to make some distributed applications. But there was a problem which has always been associated with web development, that is the page posting. Means whenever you make a request with your web page, it will get posted on the server and it will come back. That we also call the post back thing. So because of this post back means the communication between the client and the server machine due to this post back is taking a lot of time, and our web application is not as better as the Windows application. As in Windows application, there is nothing in the concept like the page posting. So considering the same fact, means considering the same layout, Adam Abrons and Misko in 2009 bring a logic of AngularJS in which they created the framework called AngularJS using JavaScript. If you are already familiar with JavaScript, you know that whenever you put something like client-side validation or something, your page doesn't get posted, right? So this is being created by these two guys in 2009. And in a very short span of time, this technology is very much popular amongst the organizations and the company. Why? Because it is an open source and completely free. So any type of organization, any developer can use the AngularJS in their application to make the application faster without paying any extra cost. It is licensed under Apache and it is maintained by Google. When we will set the environment variable of AngularJS, you will see the participation of Google in that. So as I already said that it is a JavaScript framework, means using which you can create your own website, right? And which type of websites you can work here? The SPA projects, means single paged application projects. What is this single paged application is all about? So along with these SPA projects, there are some more features of AngularJS. Let's give a quick view to them also. Using AngularJS, you are good to create the RIA application, where RIA stands for Rich Internet Applications. But apart from that, the best feature of AngularJS which I felt so far is the inclusion of MVC architecture. MVC architecture nowadays is so popular that so many vendors like Microsoft, Java are all using this architecture to create their web applications. But here we can implement the same architecture in our AngularJS so that it will give you even faster application, because everything is done in JavaScript without any postback, right? So here we'll also see something about MVC architecture in our later videos, but for now just let you know guys, like it's model view controller, where it will be used the three different layers to create a web application. We'll discuss in deep about this MVC architecture later. Apart from that, AngularJS nowadays is compatible with all the latest version of browsers available. Like if you can take any latest browser like Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, it will be compatible in all the latest browser. If you are working with pretty older browser version, it may not be compatible because it is not that old product, so maybe the older version of browser will not be compatible with the AngularJS. Apart from that, if you notice about JavaScript, different browser has the different JavaScript engines inside it to execute the JavaScript code. Just because of that reason, JavaScript has the different code compatibility with the different browsers. In case of AngularJS, it itself chooses the best suitable code for your particular browser and it will make it executed out there. Means a developer don't need to focus on the code which it is writing on JavaScript, but AngularJS will find the most suitable code for the browser. So this is all about some basic features of AngularJS. Here in this video, we covered some basic fundamentals, features of AngularJS. Along with that, we heard something about SPA projects, means single page application. Single page application, let's see a demo what this single page application looks like, so that you should get an idea that which type of application you are going to create once you are done with the AngularJS. So here, as you can check, that this is the documentation tutorial of AngularJS from its official website. This is the header which is going to be common in all the pages. On the left hand side, you can see there is a list of links, all the topics available, and this right hand side section is the main content area. As soon as you will choose any other topic, only this particular section is going to change its content. As you see, as soon as I click here, this content got changed without the post back, right? You can observe that the page is not getting refreshed, right? Now, one thing more to notice is whenever I am choosing any other topic, only the last section of the URL is getting changed. Like currently it is step_03, I'll come to the next, it is step_04. This is nothing but just a view, means the same section of view is getting loaded in the same main page. So that it gives you one more advantage, like whenever you request for a page, the complete HTML don't have to come from the server. Only the section of a page would be requested, so it will give you even faster output. So this is about the SPA projects. As soon as we'll proceed, we'll see how can we implement such a projects in AngularJS. So that is all for this video.